Okay, I'm going to take a different approach this time. Normal commentary, no inventive stuff. Let's see how this works out.
Our lovely library was a fire trap. A conflagration waiting to happen.
As I was saying before, I told you facts. Let's try and do this properly. Looks like they don't agree with me. We've got a bit of a fight on our hands. Now I know it says it wants me to go in crazy mode, but I'm going to see if I can survive this, because there's actually an achievement for only going into crazy mode once in the playthrough, and I would like to go into it only once and get that achievement. I think I'm going to change the difficulty to their medium setting. I think I was probably foolish to set it to easy. I mean, they are easy. Very much a platform, solve the puzzles, straightforward puzzles thing. I hope it gets more difficult, or that this gets more interesting. No doubt if I turned into Crazy Alice mode it would have been. I'm actually trying to activate that hysteria now so you can get a view of it, but for some reason I can't. Oh yeah, to activate hysteria you need to be on 1 rose petal. I'm clearly not on 1 anymore. It's time we shot a clock. Tally ho. I'm trying to listen out to see if I can hear any pig snout kind of sounds, if there's any like hidden treasure about. Don't think I can. Does it look like there's anything? I mean, it kind of looked like there was a side cave, but I just think that's strange. Is that?
No. Bad dream. A blasted good night.
Hatter, I recall leaving you in a decrepit condition.
What?
Not in pieces.
Oh, it's you.
What's happened here? You've lost your hat, and some parts are missing.
Missing indeed, though things being what they are. I barely missed their missing. As to what's happened, you should know that better than I. It's your place after all. I know my place.
When did you ever know your place? Or how to keep it? Now what's going on?
What's going on? And round and up and down into my ears and through my eyes, up my nostrils, down my gullet, and riding in my gut.
Papa was exceedingly fond of trains. I don't like them much.
You won't like this one at all. Nothing like when Mock Turtle was in charge of the looking glass line. This railroad's a bloody shambles. The stink is ferocious, light, blinding, the noise hellacious.
Ah, quite, Hatter. I get the idea. A bad train.
The world is upside down, Alan. Inmates run the asylum. No thanks. And worst of all, I've left tealess.
Tragic. If I do help, will you help me in return?
Cross my heart, if I had one. Bind my limbs and toss them into the chute. Machines will do the rest. Be on your way now, that's a good girl. Best way out is through the clock face.
I'm actually surprised. How is he alive? He's just a head. You know, how? It's just a headpiece. He's not even attached to like a heart or something that beats. And he's a giant head. I like the fact that the most concern he has is that there's no tea. He has no tea. Or something like that. I mean, I have the same kind of fear as he does. I mean, I would like there to be tea. is clearly the most important thing. And he's not annoyed by the corruption, no, he's annoyed by the sound it makes. It's very annoying. Oh, I do love the Hatter. I wish he survives. Because he's got to be one of the funniest characters in this. Even's like saying, oh, asylum thing, no offence, because he knew you were in asylum for like 10 years. In all fairness, you are an asylum person running the Wonderland, so what can you do? Well, at least this things are going to get interesting. If there's one thing the Hatter is, he's interesting. Which means new platform! Yes! Okay. So we actually get to make a choice this time. Left or right. Not gonna go to the assemblage of destruction. Well, what's that? Mary Poppins' umbrella! I can't help feeling that's more of a religious thing, isn't it? When they tell you, because he's saying, work until you die, you'll get your payment in heaven. Now, certain people tell you heaven is uncertain because no one has come back from the dead, so we don't know what's going to happen in the other world, and would thus prefer their rewards in the life that they know exists. I suppose this game is religiously driven in some aspects. I can't remember if there's an achievement for killing one of these things with its explosive grenades that it throws at you. Take it to the face. Still, we got an umbrella shield now. I'm going to be using that. Right. You can see there's no way to the assemblage destruction. Just, it's a giant kettle, so don't know what they're making over there. There's like living quarters, you think, over there. I'm going somewhere now. Let's take a teacup ride. Trying to work out if there's a somewhat socialist message there.
A good worker is a live worker, free to live and work. A bad worker.
Well, you don't want to be a worker then, isn't it? You're given no alternative. You are a slave in this game if you listen to that voice.
Payday for good workers.
What reward is there then? This guy's not even saying you're getting heaven. He's just saying if you're a good worker, may pay you. If you're a bad worker, you're gonna die, and you won't be paid. Screw these people. Slaves and dead? How can you be a dead slave? I guess this is going to be one of those humanitarian choices. Do you want to... If you were given the situation, would you choose to die and be a slave, or would you choose to live and be a slave in everything but the name? And I'll remind you, you're not being paid for this, whatever the hell this job is. Not even in teeth. I do not appreciate this overvoice thing. If this is a joke about communism or socialist living, there's a reason why it's called the Workers' Revolution. The point was to make more than just living in slavery and poverty. It wasn't about dying. I think this is... I'm not sure if this is even more along the lines of capitalist, because it's clearly not, because they're just saying you don't get paid at all. It may then be more corporation. The factory... You know what, I'm not going to read too much into this. It is what it is. I've been thinking about it, and I think... Since this is an insane game, we need to come up with a new name for the word insane, because clearly Alice the Madness is a lot of things, and insane is no doubt one of them. So I think...
Put gasoline on, Alice. It goes right on what we save on beeswax, candles and oil.
I think we should invent a new word that means crazy, insane or madness, which is sheer and far above the ordinary crazy, insane madness, and that word is Alice. Now if it ever catches on, I mean, I'm going to start using it now. I'm going to go into like other things. If I see something crazy, I go, my god, it's an Alice moment, or I'll go, I've been Aliced, or this is Alice insane, you know. I just hope I never encounter anyone who's actually called Alice, because then I don't know if that would be a good situation or a bad situation, or if I just look like a stalker. Let's get this gear into shift. Let's get out of this platform dungeon. Talk about unsafe working conditions. Lava everywhere. I don't know what it's producing. What could they possibly be making in here? Where do I need to go? Show me a platform. Is that a platform? It is. We have our way out. Or way back. Now there must be a new platform somewhere abouts. But where? Maybe it's back the way we came. But there's like a new... Could I reach that? Well... loads of living kettles, but could I get over there before? I don't think I could. That sudden drop, the fact that it goes into lava, that's an indicator that that must not have been there before. So let's get let's get moving. I've had too much of this lava land. I want to move on to somewhere a bit cooler. There's no hidden stuff. That's a very obvious subtle hint.